Hello Libra, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to my channel. This is your January until June 2019. The lovers just fell out. So I will take that on the first month, which is January. I'm taking 2 cards for each month. Today is actually the 23rd of January 2019. These readings are late. It is Capricorn time. There has been a lot of Capricorn, even though the sun has moved now into Aquarius past 3-4 days. So it's Capricorn time. The nodes are in Cancer, Capricorn. It's also January is the eclipse month. So in 2019 we're having eclipses. We've just had the full moon lunar eclipse on the 21st of January, and that was on the cusp with Leo and Cancer. That was the last eclipse on the Leo Aquarius axis, which references back to August 2017. A lot happened back then. That was a full moon lunar eclipse. That was very life-changing. That's what the feedback is from all my followers. I'm referencing that time because that was a big time for my life as well. And it's a collective energy that we are in when we deal with eclipses. Everyone's affected in a different area of their life. So let's see, dear Libra, what's happening for you. January until June, just letting you know that July until December readings will be done on VIMEO in a couple of weeks. I am behind in personal readings. It's just been overwhelmingly busy. So do forgive me, and I'm just going to have to make do with what we can. Pushing through the energies. That's Saturn. Saturn is in Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn. The South Node is in Capricorn. Mercury is at the last degrees of Capricorn. Of course, the North Node is in Cancer, so we're dealing with matters of house, home, family, as well as Capricorn, which is work, authority, the father, your goals, okay? So that's what we're working with. At the moment, we've got Venus and Jupiter. Jupiter in its home sign of Sagittarius. They're together, and they've got a beautiful positive aspect across to Mars in Aries, its home sign of Aries. So it's a very lovely time right now for things that we love, for love in general, anything that we value. We could be dealing with people that are of a foreign background. Sagittarius is all about spirit as well. It's the adventurer. We're starting new adventures, dear Libra. Let me cut your cards. So I will be taking a lot of cards. I'm using quite a few decks. The description box below, you can find all the information there. If you need to reach out and, get your own personal reading, all the my website is in the description box, as well as my Gmail. If you want to reach out, I'm here. Just letting you know there's a little bit of a wait. That can't be helped at this time. One more thing. So the last 6 months, July, December readings will be up on Vimeo for purchase. If you want to wait until June and you don't want to purchase from Vimeo, then you're free to wait until June. The videos will be uploaded onto YouTube for free. So Libra and January, we've got the lovers, which is the sign of Gemini. as well as the Seven of Cups. And I'm using the Mystical Tarot for those that are wondering which tarot deck this is. February, the Hermit, Virgo, the Five of Wands. March, the Ace of Pentacles. Now, if you're a female, you can also check out your Venus sign. If you're a male, go for the Mars. Where is your, which sign is your Mars in? You can watch that video. And all the signs that I mentioned are Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, the reading, I could be saying that it's you, but it could be your partner or the person that you're interested in, okay? So, Ace of Pentacles as well as the Emperor. April, Three of Swords. And the King of Swords. May, Eight of Cups. And this is, still trying to work these cards out, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This is a card that I haven't used much. It hasn't shown up in the deck. It's still quite a new deck for me, so I absolutely love it though. Let's look at June. And we've got the Star card, which is Aquarius, as well as the Chariot, which is Cancer. The Chariot and the Star. So two major arcana cards in the month of June. June seems to be quite a pivotal month for a lot of the signs. Now, July the 2nd and July the 16th is where we're having the eclipses happening. We're having on July the 2nd, it's a total solar eclipse at 10 degrees and 38 minutes of Cancer. And on July 16th, we're having a partial lunar eclipse at 24 degrees Capricorn, 24 and 4 minutes of Capricorn. So the next eclipse is in July, which June would be the shadow period of the eclipses of July. You know, in June you'll be getting ready. You'll start to feel the energies of the eclipses, so more changes coming in. I would say roughly the end of March and the beginning of April is the midpoint of the eclipses, and that's where you've got the Three of Swords. So it's like your something is changing here. Three of Swords and the King of Swords. So doesn't look like an easy energy, the month of April for you, Libra. One more thing, if you recognize and you know your chart, you can also look into your North and South node, because they're fated points in our chart. So if you've got the axis, let's say Libra, let's say you've got Libra where your North node is, and obviously Aries, which is right across. You can also check out your North and South node. Now, our North node is where we're supposed to be heading to in this lifetime, whereas the South node is something familiar that we should be letting go of. It could be past life things starting for you or ending for you, or you're just generally dealing with things like that. Now, where the North node is and South node is, we're supposed to be sort of like trying to work through the middle point. Okay, so trying to balance between that axis. All right, let's see. Karma Dharma. January for Libra. Spirit guides, angels. January. Death card. Scorpio. February for Libra. And we've got the Chariot. And the Chariot has practically shown itself in every reading, and that's Cancer. of course. That's where the North Node is. So I'm going for March. And you've got the Sun. This is beautiful. Leo. So March seems to be a very good month. Let's look at April. And we've got Strength card again, Leo. The month of May. The Lovers again. Okay, so interesting. The Lovers is Gemini. And of course, June, you've got the Hanging Man. And this is Pisces. Okay, let's take an astrology card as well. Wow. Okay. 2 cards, January and February. So we've got the North Node, Life's Purpose, which is in January. Then we've got the 4th house, Roots, and that's right on top of the Cancer card, the Chariot. Cancer is the 4th house. Incredible. This is incredible. You know, Cancer is your roots, your foundation. So that's right on point. Let's look at March. Pisces, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Virgo had Pisces, I believe, in the same position. So for those of you that are on the cusp with Virgo, it could be information there for you. Let's look at April. Pluto and transformation. Virgo also had this card in this position, I remember. And that's, you know, a number 11. 11. Karma. Let's look at May. And we've got 10th house, the World. And the 10th house is the natural house of Capricorn. And the month of June. Taurus, I have. Beautiful. Okay, let's take a spirit message. One for each month. January, receive. February, cleanse. March, a mother's love. April, we got 2 cards. 2 cards for April. We have synchronicity and give back. May, nature. And June, memories. Now, your love life, the romance angels, spirit guides and angels, Archangel Michael, please enlighten me, enlighten Libra. What's happening? What are the general energies for Libra for each month, January until June? Okay, first card. And we have express your love. February, separation. How can that be? Express your love and then we've got separation. You know, February would be the outcome of what's happening in January, for sure, with the eclipses. But 4th house and the Chariot. So there is movement here. Now separation, it says time apart. from your partner. It doesn't mean that it's for good. Let's see what March is saying. Love yourself first. So it looks like there can be, if you need to put yourself first, it means that the separation could be some sort of a lesson here. Let's look at April. Codependency. Yeah, the energies are in these readings are not easy. Let's look at May. And we've got engagement. Wow. See how mixed up the energies are. Let's look at June. We've got ups and downs. That's how Virgo's reading was as well. June. Calling in your soulmate. Wow. There's Archangel Michael. He's showed himself. He's here. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We have his guidance. This is wonderful. I love him. He's my spirit guide. Let's take a chocolate message card, and I love this deck. One for each month for Libra. Archangel Michael. Please give advice to Libra, how they need to and what they need to follow through. I said follow through, I don't know why. What do they need to know for the first 6 months of 2019? First card. And we have security. Peanut butter, chocolate. Next card, which is February. Rocky Road, chocolate, personal growth. In the month of March, you have, dear Libra, graduation, chocolate, study. April, we have toffee scented chocolate, change, and that's right on top of codependency. May, we have strawberry cream chocolate, romance. That's right on top of the engagement card. And in the month of June, on top of calling in your soulmate, liqueur scented chocolate, uncertainty. All right. I think we've taken enough cards. Let's look at your month of January. Even though practically January is gone, I'm wondering if this reading is going to resonate with you and your life. I'd like to let you know that you need to watch your moon and rising signs as well for more information. All right, so we have the Lovers, which is a number 6, and the Lovers is the sign of Gemini. There is some sort of a decision, even though the path forward is clouded. The 7 of Cups is Piscean energy. Pisces can speak of spirit, but it can also speak of Neptune, the ruler, throwing throwing illusions to you, throwing you uncertainty, because there is not enough clarity with all these clouds. As you can see, things are up in the air in relation to a partnership, a soulmate relationship. You can't see the forest from the trees. Some of you have got many choices in love. Maybe you're choosing between 2 different people. Now, you may even be dealing with someone who could be very popular. They've got a lot of choices. Now, Neptune is actually squaring over to Jupiter. So, Neptune can be the divine love, but it can also be, the illusion and being disillusioned. Now, with Jupiter there, he expands on everything he touches. So, depending on what's happening in your life, from what I see from my experience, there are, Yes, there are very difficult energies at this time, but for some people, you know, the energies are utterly amazing. So it can go either way. So 7 is also a divine number for me. So I would say having choices sometimes is better than not having any. Okay, that's what I feel with the 7 of Cups. So we've got Pisces energy as well as Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising. Let's take the... Okay, so the Death card, Scorpio energy. There's something's changing here. Now we know that eclipses always bring in change. They're shifts, they're fated changes in our lives. You may be dealing with someone who's got strong Scorpio. You may have the Scorpio in your chart. Now, Scorpio is the 8th house in the natural horoscope. It speaks of your partner's money, sharing resources, other people's money in general, sexual intimacy as well. Scorpio is the sexual organs, so you know the snake can bite. It is venomous. Sometimes I see snakes as a healing quality because we do get our medicine from the venom. So it can go either way. And again, it's going to be different for all of you. Death and transformation. Now, death cannot be an easy process. Some of you may be the snake that's shedding its skin right now in January. And, you know, there's no point in holding on to dead skin. Whatever changes you're going through are meant to be, are meant to happen. They're fated. Okay. And, of course, as I said, as I always say, when we're going through massive changes, it's like going through that birth canal. That can be quite traumatic for the baby and for the mother. But coming out and being born is something beautiful. It's like, you know, it's like the cocoon that changes into a butterfly. So let's see what else you have, dear Libra. Astrologically, North Node and life's purpose, you see. The North Node and life's purpose. And we do have the sign of Leo here. And I do find that strange. It's the first time that I've actually noticed the sign of Leo, you know, and it's very, maybe it's depicting, it actually looks so similar to the North Node, but it looks a lot like the sign of Leo. So logically, this is not the sign of Leo here. It would be the glyph of the North Node. So I did mention Leo here. You'll have to let me know whether you are dealing with a Leo. Now, what is very, very interesting is that the eclipse on the 21st was at 0 degrees 52 minutes of Leo. So whatever happened in the eclipse, you're in the energy of that. And this is the North Node. You're following your destiny, your life's purpose here. Now it is a number 41, so that adds up to a 5. We know that 5s bring in changes. It is a number of imbalance, so it's not easy. I know. Okay. Now, Spirit says receive. Let's read what the card says. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. You know, this speaks very Leo, because Leo is where the North Node and the eclipses were starting August. Yeah, with that big lunar eclipse on August 2017, which was right on the South Node, right on Mars, and it was squaring Uranus. That was atrocious. That was shocking. Not that this eclipse was much easier. There was so much going on with this full moon lunar eclipse. And I believe that because it was in Leo, and Leo is the heart, it's time to actually accept, receive, and nurture and love your child within and your heart. Okay? So yeah, you may have the strong Leo in your chart, I believe, for quite a few of you. Now, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And this could even be a message in relation to the person that you are looking at romantically. Yes, it could be a message for you, but this could also be, because we get a lot of cross-watchers, this could also be a message for you if you are cross-watching and you are involved with Libra. Express your love, okay? Don't be frightened. Go for your life's purpose. If that's what's talking to you, then there's no point in being frightened. Go ahead and make that gesture, okay? Now, peanut butter chocolate. A positive omen for material wishes yet to be granted. Security in all its forms is in place. You are safe. Potential is ripe. Everything is set for things to go exceedingly well at this time. You have a lot to be thankful for. This card heralds the perfect time to start a gratitude journal and showing thanks for all you receive. Make the best of this time as you find yourself sharing the glory of your successes. Don't forget, what you give out comes back to you. Excuse me. The affirmation is, I am grateful and thankful for all the good things that come into my life. Abundance comes easily and naturally for me. So what this card is saying is that, yes, you've got a lot of choices. Money seems to be good. You have security in your life. For those of you that there are drastic changes happening, change is always good, because if you haven't been on the right path, that's what the universe does with the eclipses. So maybe with security and finances, most of you are okay, you're good. And also with this message, for those of you that are still struggling, I would say that this is an omen. This is a message that things will fix up financially. Now, just looking at the astrology in the month of January, as I said, we've got Venus and Jupiter in Sagittarius trining over to Mars, which is wonderful. Now, Venus and Mars, they're the lovers. Jupiter expands, it's luck. Venus can be anything that we value as well. Now, Jupiter in Sagittarius is very, very strong, very, very lucky. So this could be a very, very lucky time for a lot of you. Now, this could also speak of, what is Sagittarius? It's looking at the bigger picture. Sagittarius is faith, hold on to the faith. Keep a bird's eye view. Look at the bigger picture. Don't hone down on the finer details. Look at the bigger picture at this time. Now, it might be a little bit difficult because Jupiter is squaring Neptune, but do your best. Do the best that you can. So, Saturn is at 14 degrees. It's almost right in the middle of its home sign of Capricorn. So it's, right in the middle. Now it's coming closer to Pluto. Pluto's at 21 degrees. Mercury's at 28 degrees. Poor Mercury, the messenger. Poor Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. Mercury is the communicator. He's the messenger. He's gone through a lot. He's passed over Saturn, he's passed over Pluto, and then he passed over the South Node. So communications about endings and new beginnings, transformations, things are changing. Mercury's dying to get away from Capricorn and move into Aquarius. Mercury is coming up to the Sun. The Sun is in Aquarius, so if you're a cross-watcher and you're Aquarius, happy birthday. Aquarius is an air sign, so that's where Mercury is happy, quite happy. The Sun is clarity, so with Mercury coming closer to the Sun, and it will be combust, when it gets too close to the Sun, it's like it gets burnt because the energy of the Sun is so strong. and it does weaken Mercury a little bit, but nevertheless, conversations around anything to do with the heart, social groups, friendship, wishes, there will be clarity. As well as that, in relation to anything to do with, where the South Node was and is, in Capricorn. Capricorn is the father. Okay, it's the authority, it's your career, it's how people see you in the world, your status. All right, Mars is in Aries, it's very strong there. Uranus is at almost 29 degrees, almost on the cusp of Aries, Taurus. Uranus is the ruler of, hold on a second, just plugging in the battery. I didn't notice that the battery had come out and I didn't have battery. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. So, yeah, the sun coming up to, it's at the place, it's at the position in January where that big eclipse took place in August. It's around 3 degrees, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That huge eclipse happened at around the 5-degree mark, if I'm not mistaken, of Aquarius, if I remember right. So, wow, this is really interesting. Okay, we're in strong eclipse energy still, so things are changing drastically. All right, the North Node is in Cancer, as I said, right across from the South Node, which is Capricorn. So we're dealing with matters of the home, the family, the foundation, and career. Okay, now Sagittarius and Capricorn, they both deal with the law, okay, the police. So we've got to do things the right way. Be careful not to get into trouble with the police, with the South Node being in Capricorn. Whatever the case, if you're doing the right thing, you're going to transform. You've got new beginnings. Pluto's there, it's power, right? But if you're not standing in your integrity, Saturn is really going to come down hard on you. Saturn is coming closer to Pluto. And Jupiter, from December onwards, will be joining these malefic planets in Capricorn. God help us. Okay, next month, we're looking now at February. So February, we have the Hermit, which is the sign of Virgo, as well as the Five of Wands. Now, the Hermit is someone who takes time out. There is obviously someone that you're dealing with, maybe a Virgo. You could have strong Virgo. I believe that for most of you, you may be taking time out. You need to gather up your thoughts. You need to meditate. You're dealing with matters of disagreements here with a five. Five of Wands usually is disagreements in a group, in an association, amongst family, amongst friends. Nevertheless, five is an imbalance. So you're looking for some sort of an answer, taking time away from the crowds here, dear Libra. And the Hermit is a number 9, one step before the actual Wheel of Fortune. Now, this Five of Wands in this deck does not seem as harsh as in other decks. It looks as though there is a group endeavor here which they are trying to work together. It really doesn't look harsh at all. I feel as though there is some sort of a project that is trying to be taken, that is trying to be taking off. Venus is right on top of Pluto, in between, it's very near Saturn as well. And Venus could be the project that you are working on. This is going to bring massive change for you, and this could be a very, very important endeavor, because the Hermit is looking for information from the divine. He's looking for, the divine messages. I feel as though you're expecting to find information. I feel as though there is homework that's being done here with this card. When I say homework, you're doing some sort of research. And for others of you, this could be just, very spiritual. That's what the Hermit is. I believe that what you do your homework on is going to give you a lot of wisdom. So it is going to be very positive, taking that time out. Now, because of the hard energies of January, that's why some of you could be, taking time out, trying to meditate, trying to align with the divine. You're searching for your soul's purpose here. You are searching for something very important. That's what I feel with the Hermit card here. Let's look at what the astrology is. Fourth house and roots. It's a number 28. And if you notice up here, we've got a child which is in the womb. There is something that you are trying to give birth to. Now, this could be creatively. Usually children are Leo, and Leo has been mentioned in January. Look at this. This is something new that is being born within the family. The womb is in the tree. Now, the tree is health. It's your foundation. It's your roots. It's also long life. This is amazing. I absolutely love this card. And if you look at the tree, it looks as though it's been dressed up to be a Christmas tree. There's ornaments on it. So this could be referencing back to Christmas. For those of you that are giving birth, congratulations. Otherwise, the fourth house and roots, this could have to do with the family, your ancestors. Let's look at what Karma Dharma. Again, it's the Chariot, which is Cancer, referencing back to the family again. Now, some of you are seriously thinking of moving. You could be moving this month, literally, metaphorically. This is overcoming any obstacles that you have. This is powering up. You're riding that chariot. You've got the divine behind you, so do not worry. This is the number 7. The divine is powering up, putting your foot on the accelerator. You're ready to go. You are seriously ready to go. Now, Cancer is the mother as well. This is feminine energy. Some of you may be giving birth. Congratulations with this child here. I have one specific message that's coming through. And, okay, there's someone out there, I would like to say, that maybe has lost a family member, and that could be back in Christmas 2018, yes, around then. And I believe that this is the reincarnation of this soul, and I'm saying this and I'm getting the goosebumps with this message. If you add the 2 and the 8, it equals a 3, which is growth. 3 is the also the number of the Empress, and the Empress is, she's a 30, yes, but she breaks down to a 3. So she's all about manifestation and pregnancy and creativity. If this is not a literal birth, I feel as though someone is being reincarnated here, and this is happening amazingly quick, very fast, like from Christmas up until February. Now, this is a message which is specific to one person out there. I am sorry, my computer stopped recording as I was talking. I was saying that this is a specific message for one person. Now, if this is you, obviously, please let me know. But other than that, this could absolutely be, let's say that you're pregnant and you've lost maybe a mother or a father back in Christmas, as I said, 2018. If you were pregnant at that time, I believe that, and you decided to name the child that's going to be born from the parent that you've lost, whether this was a grandparent that you were very close to, doesn't really matter. It's someone that you love dearly. And I feel as though this baby that's going to be born, it's like going to be like the person that you've lost in another form. It's as though they're going to have their eyes, or you'll be looking at this child and seeing the soul that you have lost. So, wow, what a message. What a message here. I absolutely love that. Okay, let's look at cleanse. This is the message from Spirit. Cleanse, and I don't know if I've ever read this message before. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And that's got a lot to do with the tree as well as the Hermit card. I have used this card, but maybe once or twice. I couldn't remember what the message was there. And separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, the Chariot is movement. Some of you could be actually moving for work. This could be necessary, so you are having some time apart from your partner. For those of you that are literally moving away because of disagreements, because of information that you found through researching or that you will find in February, then there could be a separation. Yes, for, other people make up, other people break up. That's the way life is. Life goes in cycles. So separation can be for a small time, or it can be for good. Now, for some of you, this could be the separation, moving away from your family, not because of ill treatment or disagreements, I don't feel. You just could be, it's that time for you where you're flying the coop. You are leaving from home and taking off on your own. And, good luck with that. If that's you, that's for the younger generation. Now, separation is never easy, as we know. When it's like cutting that umbilical cord. So, yeah, you're ready to fly. Look at the Chariot. Look at that. You're just powering up. So don't look back. Look ahead and just move. Okay? Getting stuck at this time is not advised, especially with the eclipse energies. Let's look at what the chocolate message is. Rocky Road, chocolate, personal growth. Personal growth, beautiful. Let's read the card. Sometimes the road less traveled can be the least rocky of them all. The paths we choose are usually more familiar than they are easier, resulting in obstacles being created along the way. It is time to embark on a journey toward your soul's yearning that will see you discover new things about yourself. Personal growth is achieved as you realize the path you're following is not as easy as you had planned. Perhaps it's time to set off in a whole new direction. And the affirmation is, I trust that the universe will always lead me along the path that's right for me. And you need to trust, yes, because the Chariot is the divine. It is putting you on the right course, and you need to keep the trust and the faith. Now, personal growth says that you are growing and maturing. Now, if there's a separation, if you've been married and, you know, you've come to the end of that path, if that is what's fated and you're receiving all these messages, you're not leading a healthy, happy life, then it's time to cut that cord, Libra. All right, let's go on to the month of March. All right. Wow, March is quite interesting. All right, Pluto and Saturn now have come closer together. They're actually conjunct. They're 3 degrees apart. The North Node has moved to almost 24 degrees, so it's only 2 degrees away from Pluto. So still, the South Node is 2 degrees away from Pluto. So yeah, Pluto is conjunct, we can say, the South Node. It's time to let go, purge, cleanse, whatever has not been working for you, whatever has been hard for you, the lessons have been received. It's time to change. And when Saturn says it's time to change, it is time to change, because you cannot, I cannot change things before it's time for it to happen. Saturn is the Lord Keeper. We go by what Saturn says. Now, Saturn can also be the father. So for those of you that are, being shown the path, being shown the right thing to do from your dad, some of you could be actually breaking away and rebelling against the conditioning of your father, of the person that was in charge of your life, in charge of your future. Maybe it's time for you to, through personal growth, grow through your own lessons. And we've actually have Uranus at 0 degrees 53. It's just dipped into Taurus. So, Aries, where it was, Aries is the warrior. Having Uranus there, it's a fight to go against the grain. Aquarius does things differently. Aquarius is quirky. It's different. It's the genius. So you are changing your values and you're taking people along that are on the same path as you. If they are not, it's time to purge, as I said before. Now, Mars is in Taurus. It's getting ready to go into Gemini. It is moving quickly. The Sun and Chiron are conjunct. They're together in Aries. Chiron has finished its cycle of 7 years, if I'm not mistaken, 7 or 8 years in Pisces. I think 7, and it will be 8 years in Aries. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer. It's past life issues and wounds. You could be healing, because the Sun is a healing quality. You're healing your ego, because Aries is I am. You're healing something about your life. You are beginning a new cycle. We're all beginning a new cycle. It's the solstice, the Sun in Aries, right? So new beginnings. It's like the year has started here. What else? Venus is at 27 degrees of Aquarius. It's almost ready to move into Pisces. It will be next month moving over Neptune. Wow. Okay, now Neptune and Venus are of the same material. And when I say that, it's the divine. Neptune is the divine love. Venus is love. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune is like 100 times Venus. That's how strong Neptune is. But Neptune can also be wearing those glasses, not seeing through the veil. So that's going to happen soon, but Mercury is right on top of Neptune and it's retrograde. Mercury is looking for information, but Neptune's tricks, let's say, of illusions are very strong in Pisces. And Mercury is trying to get to the bottom of what is hidden here. Pisces is very hidden. It's also very spiritual. Maybe spirit can help you find the way, find through communication. With Mercury retrograde, please be careful. You have a chance to redo things. Take your time. Do not rush. That's what I keep saying to everyone. Take your time. Speeding and rushing will make you smash, will make you make mistakes. Slow down. Take your time. Okay? Now, the month of March brings in something very positive. The Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me. You are dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may be receiving a promotion. You've got the Emperor here. Something is stabilizing for you. And the Emperor is, as an energy, it's stability. The Emperor could be an Aries, Taurian individual. Sometimes we can say it's another fire sign. For me, mainly it's Aries and Taurus. Now, the Emperor, number 4, speaks of home and foundation. The Emperor can be quite tough. He's quite prudent. He's quite the finger pointer. He's telling you what to do. He's not someone that you want to be up against, and he's looking straight at that pentacle. Check that out. So if this is your energy, you're looking at stability, stabilizing a new home, a new business. This could be a pregnancy. The Ace of Pentacles can be also an engagement, a marriage. This could even be meeting someone that will be there for the long haul, for those of you that are single. So, as I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and also Aries. So there is a new beginning. Let's not forget the sun is in Aries. This is the time of Aries. Happy birthday if you're a cross watcher and you're an Aries. Something seriously is stabilizing here. I love the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. Now, number 4, the Emperor, could be a boss, could be the authority that is there for you, because it seems quite jovial, quite stabilizing energy here in the month of March. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Sun. So this is the sign of Leo. Leo is clarity, it's true love, it's creativity, it's shining your light, being up on stage, showing your talents. Yes, it's also a risk that you're taking. This could be a fun time. The Sun can also speak of children. So congratulations on whatever you are beginning here with the Sun card. Interesting. I feel as though money is going to be very good for you in the month of March, dear Libra. Money is very, very good here. I'm just looking at the chart. Let's look at the astrology. And we've got Pisces, I believe. Now, I was just looking at the sign of Pisces, which is your 6th house of daily routine. What is happening in Pisces? That's where Mercury is retrograde. Be careful with communication. For those of you that are going through health issues at this time, let's say, because the Sun is a healing quality, the Sun is also the energy of hope. There is hope that whatever you are finding that's hidden, because Mercury is searching for answers in Pisces, which again is your house of health as well. Believe, you need to keep the faith that everything will be fine. Now, Pisces is also the martyr. Sometimes the shadow side to Pisces can be someone who gives and gives and gives, and then when they do not receive, they can be, sulking and feeling sorry for themselves. So it's really very different, the energies here. Your ruler has just moved out of Pisces at this time, so that's interesting. What did I say? Your ruler. I thought I was talking to a Leo. No, Leo's ruler, the sun, sorry, dear Libra, has moved into Aries. So it's a brand new cycle here. So the sun has moved out of Pisces. Again, it's a brand new beginning. Whatever is happening now, I believe, is number 24, so that adds up to a 6. Again, that's the house of your daily routine, your health, your pets, okay, and of being service to others. Now, what Leo does is Leo gives to themselves, not only to others. So maybe this is saying that don't be the martyr. Look after yourself. There you go. Love yourself first. Give to yourself, so therefore you could give to others. Now, you may be dealing with a Piscean person with strong Leo in their chart. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So self-respect, as I said, Pisces can be drugs as well. Do not be careful with medicines and drugs at this time. Don't overextend yourself. Don't drug yourself and, go into a place that you're not grounded. Pisces you can really lose yourself in Pisces. So that's the danger of Pisces. You get lost. Seriously. Please take care with that. Now, Pisces, and I believe, again, Pisces is a very spiritual house. So Spirit could be talking to you at this time, giving you information. With the sun there, this is clarity, children. Know that we've got light, the dark, and the light here. So there's two polar opposites. Try to stay in the light and go from there, but don't forget to put yourself first here. Very important. Spirit says a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, was your mother a Pisces? I ask. Because Pisces is spirit as well. Okay. And the chocolate message, dear Libra, graduation chocolate study. Let's see what the message says here. I hope that you can see the writing. A time for new knowledge, learning, studying, new skills, open minds. A time of progression, promotion, and elevation. There's the promotion with the Ace of Pentacles. Open your eyes to learning and studying. Join a night class, enroll in a university course, book into a workshop, or just open a book and allow newfound knowledge to strengthen and advance your mind. The affirmation is, I allow new knowledge, new experiences, and new doors to open in my life. I enjoy the freedom that learning something new brings to my life. So it's all about learning here. Okay, so this Emperor could be someone that is telling you that if this is a boss, you need to extend your learning to progress, higher education. Jupiter is in its home sign of Sag, and that's higher education as well. So could it be needed that you need to that you're hoping to graduate? For those that are actually graduating here, congratulations. Okay, this could be a new job with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, now graduation says that you are also taking and embodying the energy of the Emperor here. Some of you are becoming the Emperor, and you're in a position of authority. At work, at home, doesn't really matter. Okay, so congratulations on your graduation, whatever that means for you. Let's look at the month of April. April seems to be a tough month. Unfortunately, we've got Leo and the Strength card. This is a card of courage, patience, knowing your power, looking within, digging deep for the power that you hold in your mind, in your soul. Okay, you've got the power to lead whatever you're up against, because you have the, where are we? That is funny. It is really strange how I keep seeing the Devil card. In the Virgo reading, I've got the same issue. When I got to this point, I thought I had seen the Devil. Then I looked for the Devil. I could not find it. And then I found it in the position of May. And now again, the same thing. I thought the Devil was somewhere here. I sensed the Devil. That's where it is. It's the codependency. The Devil hides really well. Libra, you are dealing with someone that you are codependent to. I believe that for a lot of you, I feel as though the restrictions, the addictions are affecting your romantic life. Some sort of addictions are affecting you here in April. You've got the Strength card. If this is your addiction to either sex, drugs, rock and roll, alcohol, whatever you're addicted to, is it a person? Is it someone who you are in a vicious cycle with that they're telling you, let's say, for this is an example, they're telling you that they've moved on and you can't cut that umbilical cord, you can't close that door because it's not the right time, or because you don't feel as though you've got the strength. Well, the Strength card is here. You've got the courage within you. You can do this. You can do this. With the card here, this is the divine telling you you've got the power. Leo is all about power. So it looks as though there's been some sort of a love triangle, could be the Three of Swords. Whatever this is, it's the heart. Check that out. Leo is the heart here. Now, some of you may have broken the Leo's heart. Okay, we've got the King of Swords here, which is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. This could be your energy. It could go either way. So we've got Leo, and as well as, I'm going to say Capricorn here, because of the codependency card. And we've also got Pluto transformation, which is the astrology card. So there may be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising involved here as well. Now, the King of Swords could be a solicitor, of course, but could also be someone who's cold and aloof. This could be someone whose words cut badly. You could be speaking your truth if this is your energy. Now, this could even be a fight with a family member, because we've got 4 swords here, 4 of them. Some of you could be having an operation where you're taking time out. The 4 of Swords is, taking time out. Now, usually when we see the 4 of Swords, it's someone lying on a tombstone. I hope that this is not an actual death. I do hope that that's not an actual death through the usage of drugs or whatever. If it is, it might be one person out there. For most of you, I believe that you may even be cutting out someone that you are codependent with, someone who's a narcissist, someone who's difficult in your life. You may be cutting them out. It's like you're cutting the cancer away. Some of you are literally having an operation for cancer. Now, the North Node is in Cancer. Cancer is the inner child. You want to be loved, nurtured, and treated like a child, loved by a mother, just like the mother loves the child. Some of you really need to be loved like that, or you've got someone who's codependent to you, and you need to be the authority, take on the energy of Capricorn, put in the hard work, be there for them, stick by them. You've got the strength, you've got the power. Transformation is coming through here. Pluto and transformation. This is a number 11. I'm getting the goosebumps as these messages are coming through. I feel them very, very potent, very strong. Now, Pluto is also letting go, purging, right? It's also powering up, letting go of past life wounds. The South Node is conjunct Pluto. Let go of what is familiar to you. Let go of what is karmic to you. Cut that tail end of the dragon. That's what the South Node is. The North Node is Rahu, the head. The South Node is Ketu, the tail. So number 11 speaks of karma. Pluto is karmic, big time. Let's see what Spirit has got to tell you. Now, have I spoken about... No, I haven't spoken about the astrology here. I did speak a little bit of it, but let's see what's happening here. Okay, we've got in April, right? We've got Venus conjunct Chiron, which is, wounds within anything that you value, wounds within through past life, through your childhood, anything to do with your values, your childhood conditioning. Mercury is not far off from there. Mercury is actually turned direct. So this could be, you're fighting for what you love, fighting to hold on to what you love. Uranus and the Sun are together in Taurus. This could be, the Sun is a healing quality. It's Leo, and it's right on top of Uranus, which is the liberator. Now, the Sun is the liberator as well. Leos stand alone. They can stand alone. They're leaders. So this is a very strong time for you. Very, very strong. And let's see, Venus, which is your ruler, is in Aries. So Aries is a new cycle. It's the warrior. You get the chance to fight for what you love now. Jupiter is retrograde. Saturn and Pluto are going direct. So Jupiter is the only retrograding planet here. So it's a time to pick up whatever jewels you've left, whatever you have gone over, missed. It's time to go back and pick up the blessings that you did not notice. And I believe that Jupiter is very, very strong in the third decan. So after from 20 to 30 degrees, it's coming, it's finishing its strongest points in its home sign. But it's still retrograde, so it's a time of going within, working on things. Let's read the cards of Spirit. Give back. And synchronicity. Now, synchronicity says, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? people and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. Lovely. And give back. Today's the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. This rings Virgo. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. And that sounds like Pisces, to tell you the truth, because just like, Virgo is very giving, they're of service as well. But Pisces is always giving, giving, giving without really expecting back. Seriously. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. Remember what I was saying before? Someone really needs you at this time. It's time for you to give back. Here. Let's see what the chocolate message is. Change. Toffee scented chocolate. Goodness, I want to eat chocolates every time I look at these pictures. Let's read the card. This is the perfect time for travel of any kind, be it an inner journey to a deeper level of understanding of yourself or a physical trip. Even a day off work, a short break from normality, or a simple change of scenery can do the world of good. Things are improving. Opportunity is awakening. Think about where you want to be. Ponder where you are right now. Pay attention to your dreams. They will show you the things you have missed during your waking hours. Dreams, huh? Now, dreams always ring of the energy of the moon, which is, of course, the moon is the mother. It's your intuition, of course. So, yeah, even with the messages before, as I was saying, that you need to be loved and nurtured, you need to love and nurture yourself. I feel that this is still the energy coming through here in the month of April. It's a continuation of the month of March. So for those of you that want to be somewhere else, you need to think of where you are now and see where the divine is actually taking you. As I said, we're in the month of April, we're right in the middle of the eclipses. So this is a very, very important month. Now, the affirmation is, I'm open to change, travel, and new adventures. I trust in my dreams and the guidance I receive. Now, if this is not literal dreams, this could also be talking about what you have been hoping to accomplish, to acquire at this time. And, the house of Aquarius is the house of wishes and dreams. So this could be a time of you picturing, through imagining your dreams coming true, you could have the strength to actually materialize that. And the next couple of months are quite beautiful for you. So let's look at the astrology. And now the astrology, we've got Pluto and Saturn again retrograding, as well as Jupiter. We've got, the three big planets that will be together after December, all in Capricorn. They're actually retrograding right now, so it's retrograde season, the month of May. The North Node and South Node have actually moved to a roughly 18 degrees and 30 minutes. So they have changed quite a bit. They've moved quite a bit. Still, Pluto is quite close to the South Node. But don't forget that Pluto is moving backwards. So now retrogrades always give us a time to redo things. Don't forget, It's a good time to work on things. Venus is in Taurus now. She's strong there. She rules Taurus. You co-rule. You're both co-ruled by Venus. So Venus being in Taurus is our values. This is a great time for, what you own. Venus is still direct. There is no retrograde time of Venus and Mars in 2019, which is great. The Sun is in Gemini, so the Sun and Mercury are conjunct in Gemini, very strong because Mercury rules Gemini. What else can I say? Mars is in Cancer. It's not very strong there, but it is moving closer to the North Node. Poor Mars will be on the North Node very soon. So Mars, I remember with the difficult time that it had during 2018 for about, if I'm not mistaken, around 6 months, it really was put in a hard position. It's, just been freed not that long ago, and it's coming up to now the North Node. So that'll be interesting to see. Mars is our vitality. It's our drive. It's our passion, right? It's also our life force. So it's got to do it. Cancer is the family. It's your foundation and your mother. So you could be dealing with family matters here. Let's look at the cards. And we have just one last thing I wanted to mention astrologically is that Jupiter is still squaring over to Neptune. Jupiter is at 22 degrees practically, and Neptune is at 18. So they're still quite strong. They're big planets. So their energy, Neptune is quite far out, so it's very strong, especially being in its home sign of Pisces. So, okay, so the month of May, we've got the Knight of Wands, which is the spontaneous, the adventurous knight, which could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. He's moving towards the future. It looks as though he's actually on top of a T-Rex. If this is not a lizard, it's a reptile. Nevertheless, whatever it is, it's amazing. These illustrations are just incredible. Look into the background. There is a star falling. Make a wish. You've got a rainbow here. This is a blessing. For those of you that are moving, you may be needing to move for work. You may actually, because I see the Knight of Wands as very strong Sagittarian energy. Sag is, with Jupiter there, very strong. So you may be literally moving or even, traveling for work, doesn't matter. Now, Sagittarius is also, higher education as well as spirituality. Some of you may be traveling to a foreign land, getting together with other spiritual people, because the Eight of Cups for me is usually strong spiritual energy. That's how I see this card here. Now, we've got the moon here. As you can see, the full moon. It's not, it is a full moon, but we could still see its shadow back there. Now, the moon is Cancer, Pisces. You may be dealing with someone who's Cancerian or Piscean. It looks as though with the retrogrades that are happening here, this person is leaving those 8 cups and they're going to the past to pick up something that they left off, they left behind. Are they moving to the past to go back into a relationship that they were dealing with in the past? Could it be 8 weeks, 8 months ago? Could that be happening for you? Usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we've got someone walking towards the future. Here, he's moving into the past, and we do have the big players retrograding, so that is interesting. And again, here is the shadow. I would say that this month here, May, would be the furthest away point of the eclipses of January. It is quite close to July, let's say, but it's not really that potent. June is the shadow period of the eclipses of July. So here I feel as though you're dealing mainly with past things. Now, you could be going two separate ways. As you could see, the Knight is going towards the future. The Eight of Cups figure is moving towards the past. Maybe there is some sort of a different direction that you are taking on. The Knight of Wands is very passionate. He's holding that Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of passion here. Going into the future with passion. But it seems as though someone is left behind. They prefer to go backwards than forwards. So, one moment please. I just need to open the door for my kitty. Here you go, Sky. Here you go. So if this is someone that you're dealing with, I feel as though there is a, how can we say it, a difference in opinion here. So there could be even a short separation here as well. It could be having come together with someone here, but then for a certain amount of time there could be a separation for whatever reason this energy is all about. Let me look at the rest of the cards and what we've got. So we've got the Lovers. There is a decision that's being made, a head over heart decision. The Lovers is karmic, of course. It's a relationship, past life relationship, twin flame. If it's not a twin flame, it's a soulmate. And soulmates can be brothers, sisters, doesn't really matter. Doesn't mean it's dead set love here. But look at these two people. There is such a strong connection here. They look as though they've been apart and they're coming back together. Look at them here. So what could this mean? That through travel, you're going back to pick up something from the past before you head off into the sunset. There is something missing here that one person is staying behind to do. I really don't know what that is. Let's see what else we've got. We've got 10th house and the World. So the World is a successful completion of a karmic cycle. This is travel. The World is fixed energy. It's also very Saturnian. Saturn points the finger and says, yes, have you put in the effort? If you have, then here is the results. Here are the accolades. You are being rewarded for a job well done. It's been hard, but it's worth it. It is worth it, right? Very karmic, the World card is. Very karmic indeed. 10th house is the house of Capricorn. Now it's a 34, which adds up to a 7. And that is the divine. The 10th house is also your career house, as well as it being the father, the authoritarian, and your highest ideals, your highest goals. There is a completion. Congratulations on what you've started doing, what you've completed here is going to behoove you. There is a new beginning after this. Now this could be, of course, in a love relationship, because we've got the Lovers here. Let's see what else we've got. We've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So yeah, the Lovers is Gemini. The 10th house is Capricorn. So Could be either of the signs that I've already mentioned. Now the 10th house, as I said, it's Capricorn for the collective in the natural horoscope. For each and every one of you, though, depending on your chart, your 10th house could be any sign. This would need a personal reading. Nevertheless, you know, the 10th house is also how people see you in the world. Some of you are going from single to being engaged. Others of you are going from dating to moving in together. Engagement can speak of engaging in a new relationship as well, okay, or coming back together with someone that obviously you had been dealing with in another life. I truly believe that. Look at the way these two people, how much love there is here. There is a lot of love here. Congratulations on the engagement, on your commitment here. For those of you that are meeting someone new in the month of May, this has got the potential for a ring. As you can see, he's doing something, putting a ring on her finger. Yes, this is beautiful. This is glorious. Congratulations, people. Let's look at what Spirit is saying. Nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment. Energy, revitalization, can't even read the word, revitalization and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Now that means stepping outside barefoot, feeling the earth beneath your feet. This is grounding, this is connecting with the nature, which is, you know, nature is alive. Nature is a living organism and we're connected. So too much of being away from nature doesn't do us good. So you need the quality of connecting to Gaia, to Earth, to the Mother. Okay, so that will behoove you. That's what Spirit is telling you. Let's see what the chocolates are telling you. Strawberry cream chocolate, romance. What chocolate is that? Yum. Let's look at the message. It is okay to feel reluctant and shy. View the world through romantic eyes. Open your heart to tenderness even when caution and tradition are encouraged. Be a loyal friend to others and yourself. Embrace nostalgia and sentimentality. A time of happiness and childhood memories abounds. That rings very much Cancerian where the North Node is. Return to your youth. Honor your inner child. There it is. Ring an old friend. Organize a school reunion. Approach a new opportunity with a childlike eagerness. Welcome all opportunity with childlike excitement. And I'm going to say that for some of you, you could be meeting a childhood sweetheart where you're coming together since you were children. That's why you're with the 8 of Cups, you're going towards the past. You've left something or someone behind. You're going to find them. It is retrograde season here. And the affirmation is, I honor my inner child and give it all it needs to stay nourished, healthy and happy and young at heart. Wow. Love it. And, dear Libra, what is the month of June bringing you? Wow. It is Cancer season. Cancer is, the sun is at Cancer at 0:43, and I'm talking about the 22nd of June at this time. Mars has moved over the North Node, which the North Node is at 17 degrees and 41 minutes. So Mars and Mercury are conjoining in um, in Cancer. The sun is there, so it's Cancer season. Venus will be joining Cancer very soon. It's just at the middle point of Gemini, and there's 3 big players are still up there, retrograde. Neptune is now at 18 degrees. Chiron is at 5 degrees of Aries. Yes, Neptune is still in its home sign of Pisces. It's very slow moving. So it's a time of the inner child. It's a time of focusing on family, your home, your foundation, your heritage, even your extended family at this time. Now, right across there, right across the zodiac, we've still got the South Node. The South Node is practically right on top of Saturn. Wow, in Capricorn. What a time it is. And we're in the shadow period of the eclipses of the 2nd and of the 16th of July. So whatever is happening now, it's very fated. Very, very fated. Let's go into the cards because I want to be finishing up with your reading. We've got Aquarius and the star card. This is a wish come true. This is a healing quality. This is also that guiding light. It's the luminary of the star. And Aquarius is doing things differently. This is also a card of hope, right? Look at all that water. Before, years ago, Aquarius used to be the water bearer. It's still called the water bearer. So it used to be classified as a water sign, but it's an air sign. So, you know, the star can also speak of social media, being sociable, talking with groups of people, being in an association amongst, you know, people of the same wishes and dreams. And here we've got the sign of Cancer. We've got the Chariot. Some of you are traveling to a distant land somewhere. You know, you're following your shining star. You're following your wish. What makes your heart sing? There is literal movement. You've got the Chariot twice, dear Libra, once in February and then again in June. So you may be dealing with someone who's of Aquarius or Cancer. Now, Cancer, as I always say, is the home. It could be the mother. You could be overcoming obstacles with anything to do with communication through the World Wide Web, or any obstacles to do with family, your foundation, as I said, your mother. Now, the Chariot is a number 7. It's a divine number. Again, you're in the driver's seat right here. We've got 2 major arcanas. These are very strong cards. So you will be healing. It will behoove you to move. If you have been thinking of moving to a distant place, then do so. This is the right time. Let's see what, wow. We've got the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy. Now, this could be a sacrifice. This could be changing your perspective, waiting on the news from the divine. Pisces can be the illusion, of course. Still, Neptune is actually retrograde at 18 degrees and 43 minutes in Pisces. Saturn is at 18 degrees 28, so they're exact, of Capricorn. And Jupiter is at 18 degrees exactly, not even a minute. This is on the 22nd of June. So these 3 big planets, apart from Pluto, who is also retrograde but at 22 degrees. Isn't it funny how Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune are all at 18 degrees, 18, which is the number of the moon. And the moon is Piscean energy, just like the Hangman, but also Cancerian, because the moon rules Cancer. the 4th house. So there is some sort of sacrifice. Now this can be an illusion. You could be disillusioned with something. This is Neptunian energy. Neptune is being squared by, wow, and they're exact. The square between Jupiter and Neptune, they're both retrograde, is exact right here. Be careful, you're not only wearing rose-colored glasses, you're wearing black glasses. You can't see a thing right now. What else do we have here? We have Taurus, and Taurus is where Uranus is, and Uranus is the genius. You know, Uranus in Taurus. Taurus is the earth. Uranus could even be freaky weather, you know, lightning, thunder, hurricanes. We're going to be having really funny weather, I believe, because Uranus is the electrical storm, and Taurus is the earth. But Taurus is also what you have, what you own, what is yours. Taurus loves their comforts. So I have, says that things are looking grand in relation to money, things that you've wanted to accomplish, to have of your own. This is fantastic. It's a number 14, which is the number of the divine. It's temperance as well as that, but it also adds up to a 5. Now 5 is, of course, changes coming through, but 5 is also the natural house of Leo, and Leo is the heart. Leo loves to nurture and give to the child. Leo is the child, right? That wants to play, they want to flirt, you know, they want to take a risk, they want to be the child, to play, to go out and have fun. So that could be what that message is here. Okay, so could someone else be sacrificing something to give to you here, and this is a wish come true for you? It could be. Let's look at what the spirit world says. Memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. This is beautiful. Now, could some of you be receiving, could you be receiving an inheritance from a family member that's passed on? Could this be a will that's being opened and you've been waiting for the outcome? Because the Chariot is overcoming obstacles, your wish is coming true. And Taurus says, I have, so you're going to have. And someone from the spirit world is actually still feeling the bond. They're sending messages to you that they're there for you. Some of you may be working through memories. You may even be seeing things in your waking moments, like having flashbacks here. And in love, look at what's coming in for you. Here is our beautiful Archangel Michael. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So this is your soulmate. Now, the engagement obviously says it is promise of engagement. All the things I mentioned before. But here it says that it's calling in your soulmate. Now, soulmate can be any, as I said, it could even be a family member. Could even be a friend. So someone is being called in the time of June. As I said, with these memories here, maybe you've been friends forever and you're coming back together again. This could be a friend coming back from the past, because it's retrograde season. For those of you that, because the engagement card here could also say that Yes, the romance starts. Doesn't matter. 1 month moves into the other. Okay, so calling in your soulmate could say that this is the realization that this relationship, because we've got romance here as well, this relationship that is taking on a new level in the month of May, you realize that you have known each other before. That's what soulmates are. So this is beautiful. For those of you that have had a separation because of work or whatever the reason, in February, looks like your soulmate is coming back in May and June. Okay? Because you've got the Chariot both times here, in February and in June. Let's see what the chocolate card says. Liqueur scented chocolate. Uncertainty. And that's the card. Confusion abounds at this time, so Neptunian, so hanging man-like. You may find it hard to understand where others are coming from. Questioning your own insights and feelings about a situation will absorb all your energy. Talk about the energy of the hanging man. To regain peace or to reach a solution, sit in silence and make friends with the uncertainty that surrounds you. Resist the urge to force people to do things before they are able or ready. Please do not force situations, communications. In the month of June, we've got Mars that's just passed over the North Node and is conjunct Mercury. So communications can be aggressive with family members. Okay, so you could be shaking your foundation here, but take care with that. So it said, resist the urge to force people to do things before they are able or ready. Because Mars doesn't travel easily through Cancer, it's a murky energy, right? There could be more aggression because when you're pressing on that pedal and it's not moving, then you can get quite aggravated. So please be careful with that. The affirmation is, I trust that the universe knows better than I do. So wait, relax, hold on tight. There is always promise with Pisces. The spirit world is working on your behalf. Keep the faith and know that whatever is not shown to you, there is a reason why. It will gradually be shown to you in the process. Just wait and see. Beautiful, beautiful, dear Libra. So you've actually got the Lovers twice and you've got the Chariot twice. Just those, and you've got calling in your soulmate. I think there are enough messages to get you through the first 6 months and of course the engagement card. And the engagement card can also be signing a contract in business, if we're looking at business, let's say. And it could be someone that you know, someone that you're teaming up with from the past, from your childhood. We did have the card that said nostalgia and sentimentality. Okay, so retrograde seasons, that's all it's all about. So childhood memories abound, you see. It's as though, and we've got memories here as well. So it brings me to mind the song Memories, Barbara Streisand. Oh, I love that song. I wish I could sing for you, but I'm not such a good singer. Oh, memories of the way we were. You know, that brings tears to my eyes. I hope that you love that song. It's a beautiful, very beloved song for a lot of people. And memories are what we are all about. That's what we base our life on. Without memories, with erased memories, we're empty. So memories are very important, dear Libra. All right, I think that that's enough information. Thank you so much for sharing these videos, liking, subscribing if you have not, if this is the first time you're visiting my channel. Thank you for being here. I do hope that you all get through the energies of the eclipses easy enough. It's been really, really tough. And I know that, Capricorn season can be really, really tough. Sometimes we feel as though we want to, break into two pieces because we're being pulled like a tug of war, from the family and then from business and our responsibilities. And we've got to find the middle ground. So good luck with that. All right, sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, dear Libra. Thank you again for all that you do. Light and love to all of you. Bye-bye.